Anyway, as you heard, I'm Alex. What's your name? Great. Anyway, today what I want to talk about is fear and anxiety. Because I don't know if you can tell by the way I might be visibly twitching, but I've had anxiety for a long time, and it's really messed with me in a lot of ways, so I think it's only fair that I sort of get up here and make fun of it, you know? And that brings us to the next section, which is the fucking roast sesh, baby! Woo! Anxiety roast sesh, here we go. Anxiety's mum is so old! Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I have a feeling that's not gonna work, and I don't know why. Okay, maybe, you know, I'll go through what anxiety is, and I'll see if I can find a funnier joke on the way there. Okay, so, anxiety, right? There's two main types. There's the sort of chronic, sticking around one, we'll get to that later, but there's being anxious, right? And we've all been anxious. You feel anxious when you go to an interview. You feel anxious when you go to a date. You feel anxious when you make it upstage to do stand-up comedy, and you realize your flies are undone. And now you can't sort of do anything about that, because then people are definitely going to notice. So you just sort of have to hope it doesn't come up. And I can tell that that's resonated with you guys, because I've lost eye contact with the whole room. Yeah, look, we all know what anxiety is. Anxiety, it's like pretty self-explanatory. It's that feeling you get when the comedian's been staring at you for a little too long, and now you've realized that you're going to be part of something in the next few seconds, and you just have to worry about what that is. Isn't that scary? Yeah. So anyway, I was distracted the other day. What are you afraid of? Any fear?
Planes.
Planes. Why planes? 9/11? That one got me too, you know, I gotta be honest. No. Yes, 9/11 joke, tick that off the list. Okay, now I'm not afraid of anything, but I disagree with snakes. They shouldn't exist that way, you know? Okay, so first problem, and this is sort of a personal thing, they don't have any limbs, right? And that's not a problem by itself. A lot of nice things don't have limbs, worms. It's just snakes. The other things that snakes have going on makes it difficult to, if they don't have limbs. So let's imagine, right? I see you across the room, boom, finger guns. You're feeling good, right? There's a connection here? Imagine I don't have arms. Serial killer. Just staring daggers at you. It's all of the venom of, I'm gonna get you, without the hand gestures of not you, the guy behind you. And I can't high-five a snake. And that's the main problem. And the next thing is sort of their diet. That one causes me an issue. So snakes, famously, two main methods of killing people. Strangulation or poisoning, both terrible. What do they use that to hunt? Mice and eggs. Not like necessary for those kind of creatures, mice and eggs. It's not a particularly hard-fought battle. And then they have to eat them. And I think we all know where this is going. Has anyone seen a snake unhinge their jaw? What the fuck, dude? We're in the middle of a McDonald's and you're deep-throating an egg bigger than your head. What are you doing? And the thing about unhinging their jaw, because like unhinged jaw, that's a bad phrase. But the worst thing is the fact that their head is the widest part of their body. So then it goes in and you get to watch it go all the way down. How many times have you guys approached a snake to be like, congratulations, and then they have to tell you that it's a mouse in there? It's embarrassing, all right? It's embarrassing. Okay, but just to make sure I don't get beaten up after this set, can I ask if there are any snake enthusiasts in the room? You've done yourself a disservice by being in the front row here. Name one good thing about snakes.
They seem cool.
Interesting. Okay, and now I should ask the snake enthusiast, the one in the room, have you brought a snake with you today? Do you have a snake on you? That makes sense. Guess you're just happy to see me. Whoa! You're welcome. That one's just for me. I'll get back to the set now. So that's anxiety and that's fear, right? They're pretty similar. But then there's the sort of chronic type of anxiety, which I would describe best as sort of Fear 2, right? It's the hit sequel, probably from Christopher Nolan. And what it does is it builds on the first one in all of the ways the fans really wanted, you know? You loved in Fear 1 the fight or flight response. You know that burst of adrenaline in response to a crisis that gets you through that crisis, lets you survive? We turned that on all the time. That's just how it is now. It's just on the whole time. Isn't that fun? It's like You see someone with a candle and you think to yourself, well, that's convenient. It's, small amount of light, small amount of heat. That's great. Wouldn't you love being on fire? Isn't that fun? I think that'd be a fun thing. Okay. At this point, I feel like we've gotten around to it. I feel like I've understood anxiety. I'm ready to go again at that joke. Okay. Anxiety is so dumb. It thought I would mess this set up. It told me that I was going to flub all of these jokes, and that none of this would be funny. And you know what? I think it was wrong. And I'm glad about that, It fucking lied. Woo! Have my flies been undone this whole time? Why did no one tell me? All right, that's my time. Thank you very much.